I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your bullish bit brought to you by Seedor.io, one of the most beautifully designed and robust options when it comes to backing up your seed phrase in solid steel. You can check them out at the links down below. It's interesting because again, stuff has to get really bad for a bank to collapse, and stuff doesn't have to be nearly as bad for an exchange to collapse because you can't create new units out of nothing as easily as the legacy system. And so in Bitcoin, when an exchange doesn't have your money, typically within a few years of effing around, people find out, those exchanges at some point there's a liquidity crisis because we have these cycles too. All of a sudden people are way less likely to leave all their funds in there. They're going to take them out, or they're going to want to exchange them for dollars. They're going to whatever. But because of this cyclical nature of Bitcoin, if somebody's running fractional reserve, it's much more likely to just get washed out. Whereas in the fiat system, like, who holds their cash? All of the capital typically stays in the system. And if things get bad enough, then you just get a bailout, right? So it's much less likely that people realize how bad it is, or it can take a lot longer for shit to hit the fan. We're starting to see shit hit the fan more regularly in the legacy system now because it's such a house of cards at this point. But again, like, Bitcoin's very efficient in pointing out the fraud when it happens pretty quickly. And I think that's a positive, even though in the media it's portrayed as a negative. Oh, this exchange collapsed, this exchange. No, that's a feature. When an exchange it collapses because they're doing shady things, and it happened 3 years into them running it, that absolutely is a feature. And I'd love to see more of it because it again, as you guys alluded to, touching the stove is what teaches people.